Hey everyone, today I've got the Witch movie review. After a family moves away from their village, they encounter evil forces that live in the woods. As far as the story goes, Robert Eggers directs this unnerving horror film, which starts off with a bit of a slow moving pace that really has this religious family living in the countryside, and their beliefs will be tested because, not everything is as it seems. I mean, when I first heard about this movie, I was really looking forward to seeing it. I'm a huge horror movie buff, like I always tend to say whenever I see a movie that has a horror theme to it. And this almost feels like a really different vibe as compared to other typical horror movies out there with all these predictable jump scares. And I'm actually quite surprised that, you don't always get to see that in this movie, and it kind of feels like this authentic horror movie, or just a unique style to it that some previous horror movies in recent years have shown, like It Follows, even going way back to M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, because you can definitely see some similar comparisons and themes here. As far as the casting goes, you've got Anya Taylor-Joy, who plays the oldest sibling, or Thomasin, and she is a really decent actress in this movie, and she's being accused of witchcraft by basically her entire family. I mean, her siblings are basically no help at all when it comes to this, and it just almost seems like maybe she's just being taken advantage of. That could be something that remains to be seen. It's just really interesting, her scenes that she has to endure and go through, so it gets really creepy. And then you've got her parents, played by Kate Dickie, who you've probably seen her in either Game of Thrones or Prometheus. And she's kind of crazy in the head because she ended up suffering a loss at some point in this film, so you kind of see her downward spiral. And then you've got her father, played by Ralph Ineson, and he doesn't seem to have his priorities in order, and maybe he's got some secrets as well. And I don't know, it just seems like the parents weren't always as supportive of their kids. The one boy that's in this movie that I don't know if he was like about to hit on his sister at some point. That could be a side effect to just seeing crazy things out there in the woods. And then you've got the two twin siblings who I thought were really annoying, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So the things that I did like about this movie, obviously there are a lot of scary moments that were reminiscent to The Village, and you definitely have these really chilling, creepy vibes to all these different scenes that just play out. And then you see these little glimpses of the witch, and it just gets really creepy, and I'm just like, this is what makes the horror movie awesome. And I almost felt like screaming a couple times watching this movie because it was just so scary. It's spine chilling. There are a lot of dark scenes, and even the score is what really blended this whole film together to make it truly terrifying. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, even though this movie probably would have, been a little bit scary with some jump scares here and there, but it wasn't as I expected it to be, and I feel like the ending was really silly. I felt like it's something I've seen in movies before, and those didn't turn out well. So overall, I would say that The Witch was a pretty scary film, and I think it is one of the scariest movies to come out, and I don't think everybody's going to enjoy it or appreciate it for what it is, but I honestly think you should, because it's not your typical horror movie, which is one of the reasons why I loved watching this. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie, and I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Witch. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.